Okay, so I think we know each other well enough at this point that I can give you a little background on my family. My great grandfather was involved in World War II. He was an intelligence officer and, excelled tremendously at the role and found himself with a lot of pretty well off after the war because of that. And he managed to land an apartment in the Dakota in New York City, overlooking Central Park. And by the way, he was on the commission team for a little, well, not a little, pretty big statue in Central Park. He helped design it. He was involved in that process. But anyway, the guy next door to him in the Dakota, the next apartment over was Charles Lindbergh. Okay, Charles Lindbergh was right next door to him, and I mean they were buddies. They would go over to each other's apartments like every Friday night and just drink booze and just share ideas. I mean they were visionary minds to be sure. And so one day, during one of these crazy nights that they had together, Lindbergh turns to my grandfather and says, "So how would you want to be? How would you want to be involved in a little project called the Spirit of St. Louis?" That's the record-breaking Pacific, or is it the Atlantic flight? It was a record-breaking aircraft that managed to traverse the Atlantic or the Pacific. I think the Pacific in record time. And of course, my grandfather was like, "Yeah, I'll be involved with that." So he funds that partially, and that provides him with even more money because it was a hugely successful feat of aviation, and so he became even more loaded after that. And then he passed all that wealth down to my father, and then my father used it very wisely. Just a very illustrious family history, financial history. And so me, okay, now that I know you well enough, I can drop this bombshell. I got waiting for me. I just learned that it's my dad passed, and so I have his estate now, and so I have waiting for me. Down in Frankfort, I have a 12-foot camper van, 12-foot camper, waiting for me down in Frankfort. Okay, I just gotta go claim it. It's mine. It has a stove top and everything. Okay, I'm thinking we could just go down there, me and you. Go down there, pick up the trailer, and just christen it. Just drive out to rural Kentucky and just live that kind of nomadic lifestyle for months. Just see what that lifestyle is all about. It has a really big bed. There's ample room for us in that bed, and it could be great. Would you be interested in that?